Welcome to my series of Total Extreme Wrestling 2020, Rebooking the Invasion. I'm in week 3 of May. This is Monday Night Raw, so gonna start the show and see where things go. In an abysmal pre-show match, David Flair defeated Nick Dinsmore by pinfall. This got a 22. In an abysmal pre-show match, Reno defeated Spanky by submission. This got a 26. Or 28, excuse me. In an abysmal pre-show match, Evan Courageous defeated Damager by pinfall with the scoop slam. This got a 32. So, opening contest. In a bout that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling, Rikishi defeated Grandmaster Sexay by pinfall with the big splash. This got a 69. Wow. Oh no, 60. Still, that's pretty good for an opening match. So Booker T comes out to the ring. He goes, "For those of you who do not know me, my name is Booker T, and I am the final WCW World Heavyweight and final WCW United States Champion. Unfortunately, due to my shoulder injury, I can't defend these titles for the next few weeks. But when I am cleared, I am putting all WWF wrestlers on notice. If any of you wants a shot at these titles once I am healthy, I'm willing to get in the ring with the best WWF thinks they have to offer because it will be then when I prove that the WCW had more superior talent than a World Wrestling Federation. But you guys ask, what am I doing out here tonight? I may not be cleared to compete and defend these championships, but I don't need to be cleared to fight. So any WWF wrestler that has a problem with what I had to say, come on out here and get taught a lesson, suckers." So Booker T is waiting for someone to answer his challenge, but before anyone can answer, a group of security guards come out and basically they convince Booker T to leave the ring peacefully. At first he doesn't want to leave, but they're talking to him. They're trying to reason with him. And after a minute of communicating, Booker T picks up his championships and agrees to leave the ring, vacate the ring. This got 75. This got the crowd hotter. I'm using this because Booker T, like written in the promo, he's still injured, and I can only use him for angles. So, but I might end up giving him the night off or the rest of the next couple weeks off if that's what I need to do. So Vince McMahon, he comes to the ring. He goes, "If you saw a SmackDown, then you saw Chris Benoit watching the back of The Undertaker for some reason that I don't understand. While I'd love to have Stone Cold and Triple H teach Benoit and the Brothers of Destruction a lesson, Stone Cold hurt himself in the beatdown on Undertaker. Now Stone Cold will be able to defend the WWF Championship at Judgment Day against The Undertaker, but I'm out here to make a match for tonight. Tonight, in this very ring, you will see Chris Benoit team with the Brothers of Destruction in a six-man tag. On the other side, you will see The Big Show, Triple H, and William Regal." And this got a 71. So a music video is shown to promote the returning Tatanka. This got a 40. In a terrible match, Hugh Morris defeated Tatanka by pinfall with a powerbomb. This got a 54. Tatanka's gimmick got a rating of very good. This did not do as well as I thought. Why was Mark Henry there? That's what brought it down. It was supposed to be Matt Hardy, not Mark Henry. But anyway, Edge and Christian are laughing about something, but then they approached by the Hardy Boys. Jeff Hardy goes, "Hey Christian, I heard you run your mouth on SmackDown. I also saw you lose your match to Diamond Dallas Page. What happened? You ended up choking when I thought you were going to show us what we are supposed to do in that ring?" And Christian goes, "Do you have a point? Or are you just here to be an annoying weekazoid like usual?" And Jeff Hardy goes, "Yeah, you have been running your mouth, and I want to shut it, but I don't want to wait until Judgment Day." Then the Dudley, just as it looks like they're about to come to blows, the Dudley boys separate them. Bubba Ray goes, "Jeff, I know how annoying these two guys are, but they're getting in the ring with us next. Let us shut their mouths. And Christian goes, you two teams are just as delusional as the APA. And Farouk and Bradshaw just happen to be walking by, and they hear that conversation. Farouk comes face to face with Christian and goes, "Excuse me? Who is delusional?" And then all 8 guys just start yelling at each other. Nothing can be made out. And Regal comes by. And Regal goes, "Everybody stop. I got a situation. I got a solution for you 8. Tonight, the match between the Dudleys and Edge and Christian is canceled. However, since all 8 of you can't wait until Judgment Day, we're going to have a fatal 4-way with one member from each team here wrestling next. So each of you choose who is going to represent your team in the fatal 4-way. This would have gotten better if I didn't accidentally have Mark Henry instead of Matt Hardy. Gotta pay attention to that. But this got a 56. Jeff Hardy lead. So yeah, unfortunately, this would have done better if, like I said, I'm just gonna keep repeating myself. I'm just gonna keep dwelling on it. But in about that had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Bubba Ray Dudley defeated Christian, Jeff Hardy, and Bradshaw when Bubba Ray Dudley pinned Bradshaw with a powerbomb, and this got a 67. Jeff Hardy and Lita have great chemistry. Next, we got an interview from Trish Stratus. She goes, "This is getting ridiculous. Even though I defeated Ivory a couple of weeks after WrestleMania, the Right to Censor thinks they can shame me into joining the Right to Censor. Ivory had her chance to force me to join the Right to Censor, and you blew it when I defeated you in the middle of the ring. You don't know how to take no for an answer. So at Judgment Day, since you don't seem to understand words, maybe you'll understand actions when I defeat you in the middle of the ring. I will never join the Right to Censor, but I'm always willing to give my fans satisfaction." And she smiles at the camera, and this got a 53. Not bad for a Trish Stratus promo. In a bout that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling, Test defeated the Good Father by pinfall with a pump handle slam. This got a 58. Good Father and Steven Richards have great chemistry. Steven Richards did good work at ringside, so yeah. Mike Awesome is in the ring with the microphone. He claims he is so good that he can't be defeated by anyone. He can beat anyone that the WWF has to offer, so he's issuing an open challenge, and this got a 48. And it turns out Taz answered the open challenge. In a bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Taz defeated Mike Awesome by pinfall with a T-bone suplex. This got a 65. A music video is shown to promote Lance Storm. This got a 42. In a terrible match, Al Snow defeated Lance Storm by pinfall with the snowplow. This got a 61. So the Jim Ross and Paul Heyman are at the announcer table. They're putting over the fact about the main event being Chris Benoit, The Undertaker, and Kane taking on the Big Show, Triple H, and William Regal. And this promotion at the announce table got a 69. In a bout that had great heat and good wrestling, Chris Benoit, The Undertaker, and Kane defeated Big Show, Triple H, and William Regal when The Undertaker pinned Big Show after a chokeslam. So this got a 79. Triple H, Stephanie have great chemistry. Match got the crowd hotter. So that was the main event. What was the do keep in mind, if in case you're wondering, Stone Cold and Kurt Angle are still have time off. I think Chris Jericho and Rhino have time off. So they're not going to be returning till after Judgment Day. Yeah, so well, Chris Jericho and Rhino will be returning after Judgment Day. Stone Cold and Kurt Angle, they're not going to be back till the day after SmackDown is taped. So they'll still be there for Judgment Day, but that's why I didn't use them on Raw, and I won't be using them on SmackDown. But what was the final grade for the show? 66. Not enough interesting storylines going on. But before I end things for tonight, we are going to check the email and see what's happened I also forgot I had backstage incidents. I did write them down, so we will be looking at those as well. Let's see. Devon returned. Jeff Hardy returned. Kane, Triple H, yeah. Ernest Miller, he wants to come on the main roster. I think I checked. I don't think he's major star yet. War, this is what War got. Drug test fees, Easy Money, and Aguila. Okay, so Easy Money, Aguila, and Ernest Miller, I'll check before. Aguila, yet to get a perception rating. Easy Money, just a star, not a. And Ernest Miller, yet to get a perception rating. They just don't want to be in OVW. So that's that. Also, a notepad. Teddy Long was given a stern warning concerning his attitude. Unfortunately, his attitude got worse after the warning. Hardcore Holly was fined for antagonizing the fight. It says with Hardcore Holly. Um, I think it was Tatanka he actually got into a fight with. Um, but yeah, he antagonized the fight, so he was fined. Deborah and Raven were brought to wrestling court held by the Undertaker. The Undertaker found them both guilty um, for what they were accused of. So that's that. And Samoa Joe looks like he's going to accept the contract, and he's going to be starting off in OVW or HWA. So yeah, so this was Monday Night Raw. This was week 3. Um, until next time, good night, everyone.